Doyers.
Hey, everyone. So we've had a few relievers already signed. There's still plenty out there. All right. We do have guys, of course, like the big ones, Edwin Diaz and Robert Suarez. But in some of the bigger, Helsley came off. Devin Williams is not available. Then there were some other guys. So Pete Fairbanks is still out there. Emilio Pagan was signed. Tyler Rogers, the Submariner, is still available. Luke Weaver, Kyle Finnegan, and the one and only Kenley Jansen. So those are guys still available. But what do we currently have? Because to be honest, I kind of like a lot of what we have. All right. Doesn't mean I don't want to still get Edwin Diaz or maybe even Robert Suarez. But let's take a look. Okay. Here's our depth chart of the pitchers we have. So I have down here Evan Phillips. I do think he'll be back. We got Gratterall coming back, hopefully. We got Blake Trinan, Ben Kasparius, Brock Stewart. He'll be out for a while. Edgardo Enriquez. Guys with stars have options. Kyle Hurt, Bobby Miller, Paul Gervais, Will Klein. Left side, we got Tanner Scott, Anthony Bonda, Jack Dreyer, possibly Justin Robleski, and Alex Vesia. Free agents out there, we got Michael Kopech and Kirby Yates. Let's take a look at some guys. So I know the first people go, Tanner Scott, we should trade him, release him. Okay, let's try to see if we can see anything in here that shows what might be going on here. I mean, look at it's weird. It's weird. I mean, these are obviously just values are not where he wants to be. He's throwing his fastball. I want to look at 2024. 53 to 47. 59 to 41. 53-47. So not a lot of difference. 2024, look at all that. The walk rate, 7, right? 12.2. That changed. That's one of the bigger variables. He was too much in the strike zone, I believe. That's what it seems like. I mean, this is horrid, the differences here. My gosh. The walk rate was the only thing that was really bad. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. His extension was even, 6.4 in 2024, 6.2 in 2025. That's not a lot, but call it a couple inches. Maybe. I don't know. Something wasn't right. Something just was not right. Now, hopefully, they can find a way to fix it because this stuff, look, the chase percent is still there. Whiff is still decent. But then you compare it to, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Whatever. He was in the zone way too much. Let's see if we can see. Let's try to look here. I'm looking for let's see, whiff percent, batted ball, quality of contact. I mean, something changed, folks. Something changed. His four seam on the whiff percent went quite down. Slider was still relatively similar. It's the hard hit percent. Oh my gosh. Well, let's see here. Wish it would give us a breakdown of the pitches in terms of balls and strikes would be nice. I'm sure there's some stuff in here. Oh, look at this. Wow, you can see all these changes. Out of zone with first strike percent. Huh, it was actually down a little bit. First pitch swing percent was up, but they're swinging at pitches, K percent was down, walk percent was way down. Fastball velocity still similar, breaking ball. Launch angle, man, they were launching all right against him. The barrels, look at that. The barrels and the launch angle, they're crushing him, hitting the crap out of it against him. My goodness. Oh my gosh. Pitch tempo. Pitch tempo went up a little faster. Man. But I don't know, man. I just feel it's going to be better. It has to be, right? The spin, little less spin, but not a lot. Extension, though, that's interesting. How his extension was down. Huh. Yeah. Okay. So that's him. Now let's look at some other guys. I want to look at. See, I'm a big believer in this dude. I honestly believe that this guy can be really good. And as a reliever, I don't know about his starter. I don't know if he'll ever get a chance with the Dodgers, but there's a couple options with him. One, you can keep optioning him, or two, you can put him right in the bullpen and say, you're a reliever for us now. If you want to be a starter, you can ask for a trade in a couple years. But I think this guy can help us get to the World Series again. Look at, here's 2025. Let's go to 2024. Now, he didn't really have a lot to even compare. So forget that. He doesn't extend much, though. It's kind of odd. But look at he's got obviously a starter's arsenal. He's got his sinker, or I'm sorry, his four seam, only 29%, average is 96. You've seen it. He hits 97, 98, 99, sometimes even 100 as a reliever. Slider 25%, sinker 21, cutter 14, curve 9%, even a change in there. So he's got a different variety. He did give up some rockets. Chase percent, not bad, but K percent's good. Walk percent's good. Barrel, hard hit, not so good. Ground ball. I think he's a nice future. Let's look at Edgardo Enriquez. Make sure that that's on. Okay. He didn't really have a lot, but you can see fastball velocity is really good. Extension seems fine. Let's see if there's even enough in 2024. Not really. A little bit more red though. But in the major league, so 2025, 22 games, 19 innings pitch, 18 Ks. I expect that to be higher. Sinker 30%, four seam 27, cutter 20, slider 13, curve 10. So remember, he's a former starter until recently. The relief thing is newer for him. Let's see, where was those changes here? I know there's not a lot of data to look at, but we should at least take a look at the difference. Where is it? Do they have it? Year by year changes. So a lot of things went up. What went down? Launch angle went down. That's good by a lot. Fastball velocity got faster. Breaking ball velocity went down a little bit. In zone. So it's for him. We got to get that whiff's got to be strong. We need more strikeouts from that guy. Strikeouts went down by a lot. Maybe who knows what he was working on, but with his velocity, I expect more strikeouts from him. I don't know if they're going to have anything on this guy. In fact, I know they won't. Oops, not him. $2024. I mean, he didn't throw that much for us, but you can see change up, four seam, sinker. Again, he's got a starter's He's got starter stuff. Yeah, so he's got the starter stuff. I like him a lot. I think he's got some dog in him. Let's see, who's some other guys we should look at? There's Will Klein. Why not? Will Klein, World Series hero. Fastball velocity. I like it. For those of you that know me, I love me some fastballs. He had a nice little year with the Dodgers. His whip was bad because of he had some walks, but he seemed to have toned that down. You can see his pitch mix. You saw him throw a lot of breaking balls in that World Series. He was just so good. But yeah, the stuff's there. It's the walks he's got to watch out for. Anyone else we should look at? Let's look at Dreyer. Jack Dreyer's different. Actually, let's look at Vesia because he's got the fastball stuff, the weird fastball, the four seam, right? 57%, 20.9 inches rise with a 5.6 inch tail. Let's compare that to 2024. Similar. Let's see, like when he was in 2021, what did he do? He started to get a little better. 2022, 23. It was 2023. Some of us were still calling him to be gone, but he is so darn good now. There's no way that we're moving on from him. I hope everything's well with him. Hope y'all still praying for him. Yeah, 20 in you look at his fastball velo is not the best, but the ball is amazing. Moves amazing. He's amazing. And then let's look at Jack Dreyer. He's got some of that similar stuff, right? The 19.6 inch rise with some tail. Slider doesn't do much in terms of that stuff. Curve. Got good curve. Look at these numbers. I mean, forget the fastball. At the end of the day, they weren't barreling up. K's even pretty good. I mean, the guy had a really nice breakout season. Really proud of him. I'm just really happy for him too. And so good to see that. Who else we got? All right, looking at this board. Now Brock Stewart's out. We know what Bobby Miller can do. We know he's nasty, but he's got to get it together. In terms of our options, so I look at this group right now, and I'm not including Roki in here because he's supposed to be a starter, but never know in the postseason, right? Do you trust any of these guys to close out games? The guy that I trust the most out of all these guys right now, probably the two of the younger ones, definitely Robleski, Vesia. If Trinan gets his stuff back, that's an interesting. Let's look at Blake real quick. What changed? All right. Let's see, get that out of there. All right. His sweeper this year, 14.5 inches with 1.2 drop. A little different. And plus the command. Look at where they are, right? Versus this group. So, his stuff was the sinker, 5.3 inches rise, 5.4 inches rise, 17.3 inches tail. It's different. A little different. Actually, a little more tail this last year. Cutter, not doing a lot, but Cutter's only supposed to move just enough to make the bat a little different. So I think the sweeper was definitely a little bit different. And his fastball, not too bad. Let's look at 95.7 versus 94.6. So it actually went up. He's had so many different injuries. I think part of it, just this last year, he was injured. He wasn't the same guy. And so let's hope he can recover. We'd really like to have Blake Trinan back. The good one. The good one. So take a look at these names. Ask yourself, do you want any of these guys really trying to finish off a playoff game yet? I think there's a lot of potential here, but do you have their trust right now? All right. Hence, I still want Edwin Diaz, but I really like the potential I see with Robleski, Hurt, Enriquez, of course, Vesia. Vesia's nails. And I think Tanner Scott's coming back. But I don't want him as the closer. Just use him in the right spots. That's what I would do. So let me know what you think. Please hit the like button. Subscribe. Let me know. What do you want to do with bullpen? Which of these guys do you think has the brightest future as a reliever? I wish these glasses would better. What is their future? What do you think? All right. As always, God bless. Go Dodgers.